Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about twin flames. Well, actually only one side of the twin flame dynamic, and that's divine feminine. So so I've been watching like some videos of different readers, which are great readers. Everybody is a great reader based on their intuitive balance, basically how they connect to spirit, how it relates to their lives, being able to separate their personal lives and what's going on spiritually to provide you a more intuitive read. So, but I want to talk about twin flames, for one, because I've been moved to talk about twin flames, and secondly because mostly to connect to the divine feminine. And I want to give you like a heads up. Like, some of the things I'm going to say may not agree with you, but if they don't agree with you, please go within and check and see, check in with yourself and with your spirit to see why it doesn't agree with you, and figure out if it's something that's preventing it, like fear or whatever, that's preventing you from actually hearing what's being said. And sometimes maybe the message isn't for you, and that's fine as well. But I want to reach out to the divine feminine and give you a few things to know that you're actually a divine feminine. See, most people, not everybody is a twin flame. Not everyone is a twin flame. Some people are truly soulmates or have partners that they're supposed to be with this lifetime. We have plenty lifetimes, several lifetimes, but being a twin flame, that's basically saying that when you become in union with the masculine and feminine aspect of you, of your soul, of your spirit, you are becoming one. One that was two has returned to one, right? So, and a lot of things are coming down, because I guess there's a lot of things that need to be said that may come out, may not come out, and I may have to do a part two of this video. But the first thing I want to say is that being a divine feminine is understanding, or not even understanding alchemy, the elements that rule the physical plane and the spiritual plane. That means understanding earth, fire, wind, water, and ether. See, a divine feminine is not only someone that can navigate this physical plane, but they can navigate the spiritual planes as well. They're able to connect the two. They're able to jump into one dimension and come back. Like, they understand alchemy. They understand the physics behind what's actually going on in this physical plane. And that one thing lets you know if you're a divine feminine, okay? And it's essential, because understanding alchemy helps you come into union with your twin flame. And when I say your twin flame, I'm not even talking about a physical person, because half of the time people are looking at a twin flame as a person. You need to be looking for a spirit or energy that you elevate to. And because you've elevated to that spirit, it attracts that likeness. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so that's one thing. The second is gifts, okay? Oh, you know what? Let me put it in a different order. The second one is your connection to the physical and the spiritual world, right? So as a divine feminine, divine as in i.e. most high or gifted or intuitive, and feminine as in your feminine aspects of who you are, because we all are composed of masculine and femininity, right? But you, in this physical body, you embody the feminine aspect of the universe, of the duality, of the twin flame, right? So you should be able to not you should be able to, because I'm not telling you what you should do, because everybody's at a different level in growth and understanding of spirituality, of everything that you go through in on this physical plane, right? But you have to be able to, you understand that the things that I see physically either manifested from something that I saw in the ethers, I felt in the ethers as in energy, or my emotions, that's still ether. That's spiritual energy that you're feeling in your physical body. So you have to be able to connect to both and decipher the energy that's being channeled through you. If you can't channel the energy that's coming through you, then there's a disconnect, which means if you feel something that you think is sad outside of you, somebody does something that makes you feel sad. Okay, but it's not that person. Why do you feel sad? Why are you, what made that feeling of sadness stick and make it bottle up inside of you? What am I missing? What am I not understanding? Or what haven't I mastered about myself? Like, that's understanding the physical and the spiritual aspect of this physical plane. Okay, that's 2. 3 is gifts. Okay, if you're a divine feminine and you understand alchemy, and you understand, or you understand the physical and the spiritual planes, and you know how to connect the two, your gifts, you are gifted. Not only you are gifted. You're a manifester. You're a life bearer. You're a life giver. You take it away and you must give it. Now let me stop. But you are a life giver. You have gifts of, for one, you are an empath. And I only say empath because if you understand alchemy, you know how to connect the physical and the spiritual world. You understand that the emotions of someone else can project onto you, which means you can feel their sadness, you can feel their happiness, you can feel their anger, you can feel their ancestor that's trying to talk to them but can't get to them, so they come to you. Like, you are an empath. You're here to help uplift humanity, which means there's a gift inside of you that should be shared to the world. Some of us don't know what those gifts are until later, but some of us have experienced these gifts and have chosen to suppress them because they're not focused on self. I'll get to that as well. What did it say? Oh, the last one. Living your life purpose. And that means, what did you come to this physical plane to experience? What type of energy are you supposed to be projecting out into the world to ensure that you fully ascend, that you don't have any physical connections and you're able to ascend and become one with all, or your higher self? And some people end up being, spirit guides. Different angels have different rankings, but that's a whole nother story. But are you living your life purpose? And so let me just run down them again. Understanding alchemy, connecting with the physical and the spiritual world, your gifts, utilizing your gifts, sharing your gifts with the world, changing, uplifting humanity. And 4, are you living your life purpose? Like, do you know, once you know your gift, you know what you can give to the world, right? But you also have to step outside of yourself. Like, someone I talked to, I was like, okay, what's your biggest fear? Because on the other side of that fear is your gift. See, it's causing you to move outside of the box, outside of your norm, so you can give service to the world. See, and a lot of people that are on spiritual journeys, they're like, well, I need money for this and I need money for that. But service brings money. The service you give to people is what brings that money, that frequency, that vibration to you. So once you find your gift and you start living your life purpose, everything will flow in just as it should. Just as your spirit remembers, just as your soul remembers, because your soul holds the memory. The spirit is a part of the Most High. So just as you knew from previous lives and everything that you've learned, you'll be able to utilize in this life. And by doing this, all of these things, it brings you into union with the your the other vibrational energy that belongs to you, that connects with you, has the same, that's on the same frequency and the highest vibration possible for you. But if you're over here still trying to say, oh, well, my twin flame is this. Oh, my twin flame is this. Well, keep in mind, the more you elevate, the more they elevate. Because if you're a twin and we're in this together, if I focus on me and I elevate, you have to as well. It's a duality. It's like I can't climb to if I'm connected to you by a red string at the waist and I'm climbing a mountain, inevitably you have to climb the mountain as well. I may make it to the top, or you may make it to the top before I do, but at the end of the day, you have to move up. You have to move forward, which means there are going to be some things and some changes that happens within your life or your twin flame life that causes them to elevate, and it removes them out of their situation. But you have to trust and believe in the energy and the spirit that's within you, that divine feminine energy, that high priestess energy. And if you don't, and you're stuck on an emotional roller coaster about what they're doing, who they're doing, what's going on, and how or what or who or when, whatever, then that causes you don't elevate. And you all are stuck in a period of separation, when the separation can be completely cured as soon as you start focusing on self, your spiritual development, your soul growth. When you start focusing on your soul growth, it has no choice. It's inevitable. They will have to start focusing on their soul growth. But it's all up to you. It starts with you. You don't find videos like this. You don't find experiences like this just because. No, your spirit led you here. Your spirit led you to this path. But I'm just going to be so clear. Some people are in soul connections, like soul groups, not soul groups, soulmate relationships, and they're thinking that it's a twin flame relationship. My thing is this: if you think you're in a twin flame relationship, the way to tell if it's a twin flame relationship or if it's a soulmate relationship, start focusing on you. Start elevating yourself. Start focusing on your soul growth. And when you start to focus on your soul growth, that person, as you elevate, that person will come back. They'll come back and it'll be like nothing ever happened. And you'll be happy, healthy. But if you never work on yourself, which means if there's some suppressed things that you fears, best thing I could say, work on your fears. When you start to work on your fears, you start to elevate spiritually, because your fears are right before you accomplish your best achievements, when you make your most impactful thing around in this world. So work on your fears. And when you start to work on your fears and you become confident and caring and loving of yourself, boom, they'll show up. They'll show up and they'll show you, or you'll see it. You won't even have to say anything. You won't have to say anything. They'll show up and you'll know that that's your twin. You'll know it's your twin because of the frequency you're on when you meet them, and the frequency you're on when you with them, and the frequency you're on when you're without them. You are still 100% complete. Okay. Well, that's my rant. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave your comments below. If you have questions or, just need a little more insight or guidance, please contact me. It's free. Contact me, and I'll do my best to get back with you. I hope you all have a great loving, manifesting day until I meet you again. Peace.